The words of Jesus, my brothers, struck to the hearts and consciences of the disciples very strongly. He tells them, it is better for you to be thrown into the deep, the middle of the ocean, than to lead the young ones astray, to mislead others. And not only that, he goes on, if you don't forgive your brother, you'll be condemned. Even 7 times he offends you, you should forgive him. We can ask ourselves how many times in our lives, by our bad example or imprudent words, we misled another. Who among us has not or has not yet failed to forgive his brother? We condemn a brother, a fellow, a neighbor who offends us, especially repeatedly. So like the disciples, we feel the words of the Lord very strongly in our consciences. We can only say like the disciples, Lord, increase our faith. In other words, Lord, by ourselves we cannot do this. We need help. It is interesting that today our facilitator has stressed so much about how we should merge our actions with our words. Often we lead people astray because we do not act on what we say. Our actions are not synonymous with our words. I remember we had when I was in formation, we had a certain old Italian friar who had a certain dictum, a fond for a certain saying. He used to say, tra il dire e il fare c'è in mezzo il mare. Wow. Maybe Father will translate for us. What does it mean?
That formation, the saying and the doing, there is in between the sea.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. There lies a big ocean between our words and our actions. And he kept asking us, are you swimming? How far are you swimming towards to merge this gap? Unfortunately now he has passed away, but he remember. And we sometimes asked him, how do we know we are swimming in the right direction? He said, if you swim against the waves, against the currency, then know you are swimming in the right direction. Otherwise you will be... And it is a lifelong struggle to merge our words with our actions. Otherwise we mislead people. We become kind of hypocrites if we do not act on what we say. About 10 years ago, I witnessed a fatal accident. I was studying at the University of Dar es Salaam. I was coming from the friary, from provincialate, going to the university with a car, rushing in the morning hours to the college. And when I reached a certain highway, speeding as usual, many cars, there was a woman far ahead, crossed the road. And behind her, After crossing, a small girl came running after her. I nearly smashed her. I had to swing, to swerve, and the car lost control. Nearly went into the furrow on the side. I could barely brake there. Fortunately, I did not hit the small girl, about 6 years of age. But there was another bus behind me. It came and the driver could not swerve well, smashed the girl. And he also lost control. He swung and came and hit the car which I had parked it there and threw it on the other side of the road. Fortunately, I was already out of the car. It was a fatal accident. And the cause of it, the mother had crossed the road and left the child behind, the daughter. And the daughter was running after her. When she was at the middle of the road, the mother was shouting at her, "Go back!" Now the girl was confused. Should I follow my mother or should I go back? She was in two minds. Should I follow what my mother had done or should I follow her words? And in confusion, she stood at the middle of the road. She could not go back, she could not follow the mother. And that was her end. And the mother cried and people nearly killed her because of what she did. Often in life, we are like that mother. We tell people, do this, go this way, and we go that way. And often the people, especially the people of today, would prefer to follow our actions, to learn from our actions than our words. St. Francis insists on this. We should practice more. We should preach more by our actions. And when necessary, we can use words. And in this way, we will be convincing. We will win the hearts and minds of the people by living. Francis, many people came to him. In the teaching this morning, we saw in the old diagram of our Franciscan life, many people came in. They were attracted not by his words, but by his lifestyle. And we should go back to our charism of more acting, more practicing than words. The saying is very true, as the Father has translated it for us. Tra il dire e il fare c'è di mezzo il mare. Between our words and our actions, there lies a big ocean, and it is our continual struggle, continual work, continual process of swimming towards bridging the gap.